Hey, you've just stepped into the Caring Corner, where life's caregiving challenges meet a whole lot of heart and a dash of sass. I'm Mischelle O'Neal, and I'm here to serve up insights, inspiration, and real-life tools to help you navigate caring for your kids and aging loved ones without forgetting about you. Expect everything from time management hacks and emotional wellness strategies to technology tips sprinkled with humor and tenacity. Are you ready? Let's get to it. Hey, and welcome to the Caring Corner. I'm Mischelle O'Neal, your host and emotional wellness coach. And today we're exploring a topic that is core to our well-being, and that's balancing our hormones to manage stress. So whether you're feeling the weight of daily pressure or facing chronic stress, understanding the hormonal core workings can be a game changer. Let me say right up front, I am not a medical or health professional, and I would encourage you to ask them any questions or concerns that you may have. Now, let's get right into it. Now, hormones are like the body's messengers, communicating across various systems to keep our bodies in check, right? But it can feel like everything is off when they're out of balance. The problem is, many of us don't even think of hormonal imbalance as a possible cause or contributor. Your mood, energy, and ability to cope with stress, your hormonal health can impact all of these. And most times it's something that we just, well, we push it aside. Hey, I got this. I can handle this. Now, you might be asking, why is this especially important for you as a caregiver? The reason is simple yet profound. Caregivers are uniquely positioned in high stressed environments, inherently making them more susceptible to hormonal imbalances. And studies show that 70% of caregivers are women. So let's break down why balancing hormones is crucial for caregivers like us. Number one is increased stress exposure. First, caregiving is often associated with high levels of chronic stress, whether it's the emotional demands of caring for a loved one or the job's physical toll. Stress is a constant companion for many caregivers. Now, chronic stress leads to elevated cortisol levels, which, if not managed, can disrupt almost all of your body's processes. Now, this can increase the risk of numerous health problems from heart disease to mental health issues. Second, the intense nature of caregiving can lead to burnout. And that's a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged stress. Burnout not only affects our health, but also your ability to provide care. Balancing hormones can mitigate some of the effects of stress and help prevent burnout, keeping you both healthier and more capable in your caregiving role. So, learning these practices at the beginning of the caregiving journey is life changing. Third, caregivers often neglect their own health while focusing on the needs of those that they care about. And I see this repeatedly, that caregivers are exhausted, that they're frustrated, and this can lead to poor dietary habits, lack of exercise, and insufficient sleep, all of which can intensify hormonal imbalances. Now, by focusing on hormonal health, you're taking a step towards prioritizing your well being, ensuring that you have energy and health to care for others. And lastly, it's about the quality of life. Hormonal imbalances can affect mood, energy levels, and overall sense of well being, making it harder to cope with daily challenges. By addressing these imbalances, you improve your health and enhance your ability to interact positively with those you care for. So, for all my amazing caregivers out there, listening and understanding and managing your hormonal health isn't just a self-care amenity. It's critical part of being an effective caregiver. It's about making sure that you're at your best, both for your sake and for those who rely on you. And that's why we're turning to the wisdom of Dr. Sara Gottfried today. Dr. Gottfried is a pioneer in the field of integrated medicine, particularly when it comes to hormonal health. Now, she's taught us that with the right approach, we can influence our hormonal landscapes to lead not just healthier, but happier lives. So, whether you're dealing with stress induced fatigue, anxiety, or just looking to optimize your overall health, this episode will provide you with insights and practical steps to harness your hormonal health as a powerful tool against stress. Are you ready for this? To start, imagine someone many of you can relate to. We're going to call her Karen, right? Now, Karen is 52, a dedicated professional, mother, and caregiver. And she juggles her career and family with caring for her aging parents. And like many of you, she often puts her own needs last. We do that. Over time, Karen began to notice changes. She was always tired and irritable and couldn't shake a pervasive sense of being overwhelmed. Now, her doctor suggested that stress may be a factor, but it was only after a deeper investigation that they discovered a significant part of her struggle was hormonal imbalance. So, what does this mean exactly? Well, our bodies are regulated by hormones, chemical messengers that travel through our bloodstreams, instructing tissues and organs, and they help manage everything from your metabolism to our moods to our sexual function. Yeah, you heard me right, to our stress levels. Now, when Karen's hormones were out of balance, it wasn't just her energy that was affected, it was her ability to handle stress. This imbalance intensified every challenge, making her regular caregiving duties feel overwhelming. It was a cycle where stress worsened her hormonal imbalance, which is in turn increased her stress levels. That's how we get to chronic stress that I talked about earlier. Now, hormonal imbalances can manifest from a variety of factors. Things like poor diet, insufficient sleep, little or no exercise, and yeah, chronic stress. Back to that, right? Now, this is particularly common among caregivers who, well, like Karen, prioritize others so consistently that their own well being began to suffer. But, girlfriend, there's hope. We can all learn from Karen's journey by recognizing her symptoms, understanding their root causes, and addressing them. It's about seeing these signs not just as nuisances, but as signals, messages from our bodies telling us to, hey, hello, pay attention. And that's what we're here to talk about today, how to listen and respond to these messages effectively. So, if you're feeling off, and you understand what I'm talking about, I know, tired, stressed, or not yourself, it's worth considering your hormonal health as part of the puzzle. Not all of it, but part of the puzzle. Now that we understand a bit more about, well, how hormones function, let's talk about how you might recognize when something isn't quite right. It's like, well, like when your car starts making this strange noise. Remember when your tires start going bad and you hear this screeching every time you stop at a stop sign or something? Well, it's a signal that something needs attention. In the same way, your body sends out signals when your hormones are out of balance. Well, imagine you wake up exhausted despite having a full night's sleep, or you find yourself snapping at your loved one over the smallest thing. Maybe you've noticed that, well, your jeans fit a bit tighter, or you just can't seem to lose weight. no matter how much you diet or exercise or how much you forego, right? Now, these feelings aren't just frustrating, they can be signs of hormonal imbalance. Think about how it feels to go through a day on little sleep. You're irritable, everything seems more challenging, and your fuse might be a bit shorter than usual. Now imagine feeling like that most days. That's the daily reality for many that are dealing with hormonal imbalances. It's not just physical symptoms like fatigue and weight changes. It's mood swings that can strain your relationships, making you feel like you're not in control of your emotions or yourself. And there are some significant signs to watch for, things that might indicate your hormones are asking for help. Things like fatigue that isn't resolved by sleeping, like trouble falling asleep or waking up frequently throughout the night, or unexplained weight gain or difficulty losing weight, which can be incredibly frustrating, or mood swings or increased irritability that seem disproportionate to the situation at hand, and anxiety that feels more constant or severe than usual, and digestive issues, which can also be linked to hormonal changes. How are your eating habits and how is it affecting you? Headaches or migraines, which can be more frequent in the case of hormonal imbalances. Now, recognizing these signs is the first step towards taking control of your health. It's not about a quick fix, it's about understanding and addressing your body's needs. And remember, you're not alone in this. Many of us overlook these symptoms, especially in caregiving roles, thinking that they're just part of life stress. I just got to deal with it. But often there's more that we can do to help ourselves feel better. Woo, that's good news to hear. As we explore the path to hormonal harmony, it's important to highlight the works of experts who have paved the way with innovative approach. Again, back to Dr. Sara Gottfried, a pioneer in integrative medicine. She has been instrumental in changing lives through her unique approach to hormonal imbalances. Let me share a story to really capture the impact of her work. So imagine Monique. She's a mother of two, a full time marketing executive who came to Dr. Gottfried feeling constantly overwhelmed, fatigued, and frankly, at her wits' end. Her days were a blur of trying to meet deadlines and manage her kids' schedule with no time left to herself. Monique's stress levels were through the roof, and it showed in her health that erratic sleep patterns, unexplained weight gain, and persistent headaches. Dr. Godfrey took a holistic view of Monique's lifestyle, her stress factors, and her diet. And instead of immediately turning to some pharmaceutical solutions, she applied her integrative medicine philosophy, emphasizing natural and holistic methods. Now, she tailored a plan for Monique that included dietary changes, incorporating more whole foods and less sugar, and manageable exercise routine, and stress management techniques like mindfulness and meditation. The transformation was incredible. Over the next few months, now Monique lost the extra weight and reported a significant decrease in her stress level and a newfound energy that she hadn't felt in years. Her success is a testament to the efficacy of Dr. Godfrey's methods and the power of an integrative approach to health. Now, Dr. Godfrey's philosophy centers around the idea that our bodies are interconnected systems that must be treated as a whole. She advocates for a model of care that looks beyond the symptoms to the root causes of hormonal imbalances. Now, this often involves a combination of diet, exercise, supplementation, and mindfulness practices, all tailored to the individual's unique needs and lifestyle. Dr. Gottfried emphasizes the importance of nutrition rich diets that stabilize blood sugar and improve hormone function, regular physical activity that suits the individual's fitness level and preference, mind body practices like mindfulness, yoga, meditation, which not only reduces stress, but can also help regulate hormone production, and supplements where necessary to address deficiencies and support hormonal health naturally. Now, this approach isn't just about putting a band aid on the problem, it's about sustainable health transformations that empower individuals to lead balanced, vibrant lives. And I want to address a crucial question many of you may be wondering. I wondered it myself. Now, we talk a lot about self care, stress management, and lifestyle changes. But how do these relate specifically to the impact of unbalanced hormones? And why is hormonal balance so critical? And how is it different from general wellness? Question you probably asked too, right? So, hormonal imbalances go beyond feeling a bit off or dealing with stress. They can fundamentally disrupt our body systems in ways that can have profound consequences. Now, hormones are essentially chemical messengers that travel throughout our body, influencing nearly every aspect of our health. Again, they regulate our moods, our metabolism, our sexual functions, our reproduction, and even our stress responses. When these hormones are out of balance, it's not just a single symptom that we experience. It can affect multiple body systems. For example, elevated cortisol levels, which can arise from chronic stress, not only make you feel constantly tense, but can lead to serious health issues like high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes. Similarly, an imbalance in thyroid hormones can slow your metabolism, leading to weight gain and energy loss. Still, it can also affect other functions like your heart rate and your body temperature. Remind me of night sweats, huh? Addressing hormonal imbalances specifically through targeted changes in your diet, your exercise, sleep, and stress management isn't just about feeling better in the short term. It's about preventing these broader and potentially severe health issues. It's about ensuring that every organ and system in your body that depends on these hormones that we're carrying continues to function properly. That's why when they talk about these lifestyle adjustments, they aren't just suggesting them for the sake of general wellness. They're recommended as essential actions to correct and prevent the deep rooted effects of hormonal imbalances. Making these changes helps realign our body's chemistry, directly addressing the root cause of many symptoms and reducing your risk of more severe health problems. So, as we take those small steps towards balancing our hormones, remember you're not just managing stress or improving your mood, you're taking comprehensive care of your entire body ecosystem. And each positive change supports this vital balance that affects every aspect of your health and life. So, now that we've seen how an integrative approach can transform lives, let's bring this closer to home. How can you start making changes today that will help balance your hormones and reduce stress? It's all about small, manageable steps that fit into your daily routine, changes you can feel good about and that don't feel overwhelming. First, let's talk about diet. Eating right doesn't have to be complicated. Focus on incorporating foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon, flaxseed, and walnuts, which are great for reducing inflammation and balancing hormones. Also, increase your fiber intake from fruits, vegetables, and whole grains to help regulate your digestive system and stabilize your blood sugar levels. And try to cut back on processed food. Now, they often contain hidden sugars and additives that can throw your hormones off balance. Next, exercise. You don't need to run a marathon to get the benefits. Regular physical activity, even a brisk walk for 30 minutes a day, can significantly improve your hormonal health. It helps reduce insulin levels and increase insulin sensitivity, which is crucial for hormonal balance. Exercise also boosts your mood by releasing endorphins, those feel good hormones that combat stress and anxiety. Now, let's consider sleep. Quality sleep is non negotiable when it comes to hormonal imbalance. Try to create a sleep conducive environment by keeping your bedroom dark, quiet, and cool. Establish a calming pre sleep routine like reading or taking a warm bath to signal to your body, hey, hello, this is time to wind down. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night to give your body enough time to repair and regulate vital functions, including hormone production. Stress reduction is also vital. Simple techniques like mindfulness, meditation, yoga, or deep breathing exercise can make a huge difference. These practices help lower cortisol levels, a stress hormone that can wreak havoc on your overall hormonal balance when chronically elevated. Spending a few minutes daily in mindful meditation can help maintain this crucial balance. Remember, I'm always talking about those 3 minute mindful pockets, power pockets. Lastly, supplements. Dr. Gottfried often recommends supplements such as magnesium, vitamin D, or omega-3 fatty acids to support hormonal health. However, it's important to consult your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement regimen to ensure it's tailored to your needs and current health status, and that it doesn't affect any medication that you're currently on. Making these changes doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start with one small step. Maybe introduce a new healthy habit each week and gradually build on that. It's about progress, not perfection. By taking these steps, you're not just improving your hormonal health, but your overall quality of life. Look, as we approach the end of today's episode, let's reflect on emotional empowerment of taking control of your hormonal health. Imagine the relief and sense of accomplishment that you'll feel as you start to notice the positive changes from the simple adjustments in your daily routine. Whether it's more stable moods, better sleep, or just more energy throughout the day, these changes can significantly uplift your quality of life. It's important to remember that change doesn't have to be overwhelming. You can start small. Maybe this week you focus on improving your diet by adding more vegetables and reducing the sugar. Next week, perhaps you try to, well, go to bed 15 minutes earlier than usual. And gradually, as these small changes become habits, you can build on them, adding new healthy practices to your routine without feeling overwhelmed. Now, I'd like to recommend a resource that has inspired many, including myself, on this journey towards better hormonal health. Dr. Sara Gottfried's book, The Hormone Cure, is a fantastic guide that aligns perfectly with everything that we discuss here today. It provides actionable advice and deep insights to how you can manage stress and rebalance your hormones using the principles of integrative medicine. So, what's one small step that you can take today? Maybe it's deciding to pick up a copy of The Hormone Cure, or perhaps it's just taking a few moments to plan healthier meals for the week. Whatever it is, small steps lead to significant changes. And I want to thank you so much for joining me today on the Caring Corner. I hope you feel inspired to take charge of your health and well being. And don't forget to tune in next time where we'll explore another fascinating topic that helps us care better for ourselves and the ones we love. It's gonna be a great one. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to our podcast, leave a review, and share it with anyone who might benefit from our discussion. Your support means the world to me and helps me reach more people just like you, looking to make positive changes in your lives. Take care. Bye bye. All right, that's a wrap for today at the Caring Corner. We've tackled some big topics, but remember, you're not in this alone. Subscribe to keep the wisdom and warmth coming. And stay tuned for amazing guests who'll be joining us to help round out your caregiving toolkit. Catch you next time and keep conquering those challenges.